I don't know. I get people that want to people steal my tits a lot. Like when they come like
Steal them?
they steal them. Like if a fan. Okay, are we talking about fans or people that come over to my house?
What? Wait, people take them from your house?
Yes, dude. And I
No,
they
you're
do.
kidding.
They really do.
Those breastplates are expensive.
I know. And like they'll be gone. I'll be.
Well, before we jump into all these questions, I'm really curious to obviously I know who you are. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you're working towards?
Yeah. My name's CupCake. I'm an Austin like performer drag queen. I've been doing it for like 13 years here.
Mm-hmm.
It's been my only job for like 7, which is crazy. Austin like supports a lot of like local artists, whether it be drag or any other sort of expression. And my whole vibe is like I have a theater degree, so I want to sort of come at drag with like not knowing any of the rules and like breaking them, and also with like a theatrical sort of background to back it up and sort of like be that different girl. Yeah, I like to tell stories. I like to tell stories and not just always be a pretty girl.
You definitely tell some stories with the shows that you put on there.
Yeah. I think that's important. And like I don't know, I don't mean to be that girl, but that's just like I didn't know the rules. I didn't grow up in like drag culture.
Yeah.
So when I started doing it, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it like this, and they're like, you don't do it like that. And I'm like, I do.
Yeah. I thought drag was like all about like overdoing it, over accentuating.
Right. I mean, when I thought about drag, I thought about sort of pageantry types of drag that I've seen, and then I was like, but what if like I can go on stage, like I can do something different? I guess like why not? It's a stage, and so I did, and the audience really loved it. The other people I worked with did not really love it in the beginning. It's just
I wouldn't want to go to behind you.
Right, yeah. I mean, I'm a tough act to follow sometimes. No, that's ridiculous. I think that yeah, it was intimidating people just because it was different.
I mean, we do have some queens that like don't learn the lines, and they're like definitely just walking around collecting dollars, like the giraffe at the zoo, like
right.
$1.
Like if you not knowing the words to me is one of those things. It's like you chose the song.
Yeah,
you could do any song in the world. You chose a song. Why don't you know the fucking words? That's like when people are like, oh, I knew all the words. I'm like, wow, you did the first part of your job. Like, cool, the first part of your job.
Is there a reason that people like in the drag community don't choose like more current songs?
I think there's a lot of things for that. Current songs are going to be harder to memorize quickly. Also, current songs are hard to current to who? Because music is so accessible now. Like it's hard to say like. It used to be like, oh, the song's on the radio, but like who listens to the radio? Like nobody really listens to radio. And then it's like all these different venues, and it's awesome. There's gonna be artists that are accessible, but like at the same time, it's hard to like hone in on. There's not gonna be any more like big superstars, you know?
I don't know. I guess I see a lot of drag queens like they pick like really classic music, and they're like, I'm like, hey, why did you choose that? Because I'm like, I'm close with these drag queens, by the way.
Right. No, it's a good question. Like, why do you choose the things?
You know?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, I like them a lot. I was like, but it makes it really hard for your audience to connect.
Right, and that's a huge thing I'm about connecting with the audience. And so I agree, like standing up and doing some Whitney Houston song like in a beautiful gown is beautiful, but like no one like knows that person, no one is that person. That's not a real person. But like me going on stage and being like, I'm gonna be this like Alanis Morissette like crazy girl, like people connect with that more. It's like it's more real.
We have that like American Horror Story, like the last one that I can remember, little latex suit. Yeah, you definitely overdo it. You definitely overdo it, and it's very well sold. I played it. That's awesome. So tell me, what's the oddest or most bizarre fan encounter that you've ever had?
The oddest, most bizarre fan encounter.
Got to pick one.
Just one. I've had a lot. I don't know. I get people that want to people steal my tits a lot. Like when they come, like
steal them.
They steal them. Like if a fan. Okay, are we talking about fans or people that come over to my house?
What? Wait, people take them from your house?
Yes, dude. And I
know you're kidding.
They really do.
Those breastplates are expensive.
I know. And like they'll be gone. I'll be.
Do you think they took you home just for that point? Like, have you met them before?
I think that had happened once or twice. Yeah, they were like, oh, I know you get those titties, and they did, and it fucking sucks, dude. It's like expensive, and then you're like, I put them somewhere. No, like that. Like there's, I know. How could you miss a bale pair of tits in your house? And then you realize, no, someone is the only person that was here was that dude, and he took.
Who in the world would do that?
He's either wearing them or coming on them, so I don't know.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, that's not good for you, but that's like so crazy.
Right.
That's not anything what I expected at all. So tell us, CupCake, what are your thoughts on drag queen rivalries and drama? Like we know there's a lot in Austin and
I think, okay, drag queen rivalries and drama. I think one of the foundations of drag.
Give us names.
Is reading. I think it's reading. Like, really? Oh, absolutely. I think, and that's something that's starting to be, by the newer generation, they're starting to not like reading because they're sensitive. And Gen Z is just like one of those They
cancel culture.
They want to be coddled. They anything offensive is canceled. Where drag, like reading, is like literally made to be like offensive and meant to be calling you out. And it's not a mean. What it is it's not mean spirited. It is like bonding in the sort of way of like, I see your faults, you see my faults, like let's talk about them. And you realize that they are physical basic fucking things that don't really mean shit.
Right.
So you can talk shit about them because who cares? Like I know who you are as a person. And so these little physical things that I'm gonna quip at or whatever, it doesn't really mean anything. It's just fucking funny because look at your fucking busted ass, you know? Like it's funny. And so a lot of people,
you've seen what I'm seeing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. Like, are we all seeing what we're seeing here?
Like that tug's not kind of baby.
No, right? And it's funny because we all see it. And so it's like, you've got to talk about it. And glossing over it makes it like, it's ridiculous. And it's actually not doing anyone a favor. It's like, people say, oh, I'm trying to like make them like feel, I don't want to make them feel bad. It's like, well, you know what? But like they look at themselves and they're going to feel bad. Like a real friend would like go be like, hey, your shit don't look right.
Exactly. You're going to be that person that lets somebody like walk around with something in their teeth.
Exactly. Day, right? Like that's fucked up. You're not being a real friend. Those people are always like, oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings. It's like,
it out.
No, it's like, no. You're not being a real friend.
Yeah. It might hurt, but it's like, it's
exactly. Avoid confrontation. Just because you have a confrontation with someone doesn't mean that you hate them.
Yeah.
And like, it doesn't mean that like, a confrontation is a good thing because you have like a possibility to grow.
Learn, absolutely. I think it's very similar. Like, just say like someone did have something in their teeth, and you said something to them, they're gonna hold that aggression towards you. Maybe they're like, "Why did no one tell me that?"
Right.
And it has nothing to do with you. You know,
nothing.
And you just can't take it like that. But no, that's what all like let's say it's late, and this whole like podcast is about is like starting those conversations to get people comfortable talking about things, because like people don't want to talk about things that need to be talked about. Like, I'm gonna cancel you, I'm gonna put you out.
Right. There's that fear I think now of people like not wanting to talk about things because but fuck cancel culture. I mean, I think that you can only be harmed by things that you have power to.
Yeah.
So
I'm like, fuck her right in the pussy. I was like, cancel culture. That we're not the actual girl, they, them, pussy.
Wait, is cancel culture a drag queen name?
Maybe.
Oh my god,
that would be a really good drag queen
stage cancel culture.
You could run that like, what is it, like Ashley O and Miley Cyrus?
Oh my god,
yes,
like, I know. My other side will be cancel culture.
That would be so cool.
Oh my god, yeah. Okay. You would be problematic is what it would be.
So we're on the topic. So what's if you can give one piece of advice to an inspired drag queen, what would it be?
Oh my god,
don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You will. No. My advice to all of them is like, okay, I have 3 pieces of advice. Just don't stop doing it. Just don't. If you want to keep doing it, just don't stop.
Consistency.
Yeah. If you're not sweating when you come off stage, like you didn't work, so clock the fuck in. And number 3 is do not wear sweetheart tops.
What are the sweetheart tops?
Like sweetheart tops are like the tops of like dresses or like shirts that they don't have like a strap here. They just go like thing here and like go down. Like of course it's sort of like bustier top because they will always slip and show your nipple. Always. Like do not even look at them in the store. Do not consider a sweetheart top because I've never ever seen it ever work on stage ever. And people always want to do it. And your nipple always pops out. Again, don't do it, girl. No sweetheart tops.
Some people would say that you guys are the reason why we have to deal with that law.
I mean, yes, like yeah. I mean, whenever that whole
drag ban
was on the topic of conversation, I was not really involved in it very much because I definitely, if people looked at me, they'd probably be like, oh yeah, and this one is the reason why we don't want children around. Yeah.
Well, you're having fun. I mean, like, you're not necessarily in like a child area.
No, my life is rated R, and that's okay. Like, there are no children in my world. Like, my life, my performances are rated R, and I don't, like, force them upon people. I would never do that. I don't want kids anywhere around me or, around the shows, like, But, yeah, it's like, so I'm not involved in the conversation of, like, drag queen story hour or anything, because, I mean, no, I don't think I would do drag queen story hour. I did like a late night thing in the library once, but it was for adults. So.
You got to learn how to read first, baby.
Oh, true. Oh my God. No, I actually, I love to read.
Yeah.
Yeah. I defriended a person because they never read a book.
Really?
I swear to God. One was this dude, we were friends for like a year, and like, it came about in our conversation. He was like, yeah, I've never really like read a whole book. And I was like,
that's it.
I was like, what do you mean? Like, he's like, I mean, it's sort of like cliff notes and stuff, but I've never like sat down and read a book. And I was like, we're not going to be friends anymore. Like, that's weird.
We're done.
Yeah, we're done. It's like, you don't have to read all the time, but like, read a fucking book. Want to like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Should have bought him a book.
I did think about it, but then I was like, you know what?
It's not worth the investment. I'm not here to teach. I'm not here to teach.
You know, only here to preach.
That was quick. You're quick. Okay. The pops, that reminds me of like being on the school bus.
Oh,
School. Like,
yeah.
I can never do it.
I don't know when started to be able to, because I really can't do a lot of things with my tongue.
You must be a bottom.
I'm not. I had a speech impediment as a child. I did.
Same thing.
Honestly, same thing. You're right.
Oh God.
I was a bottom when I was a child.
That's not a problem. Okay, we can't go into that. We're gonna. I'm sorry that you had that traumatic experience.
I mean, I was the assailant. I was the aggressor. I was the aggressor for sure. Oh my gosh, I was a horny kid.
Okay. Ready to be canceled? Like
I know. Welcome to stage cancel culture.
Okay. All right. How do you balance the fine line between empowering self-expression and potentially reinforcing stereotypes in drag?
That's not something I like think about very much, just because I feel like if I like concern myself with that too much, I become too like analytical, and like like my essence of drag sort of disappears. But there are times where you have to stop and think like, am I doing this because it's like easy and want to like fit in and I can just sort of like glide by it, or am I doing this like, does it have anything to back it up with? And a lot of times when you do something regularly like drag, it's really easy to fall into a stereotype.
Yeah.
And like really easy to like sort of start in like enforcing them, or like, you know. And so I think that you've just got to really, really like be mindful of like your position in the community, right? And just know that like what you put on stage, people are going to see. And so don't maybe like reinforce stereotypes that are like not wanted or real, or just like too, like you've got to like really be a three-dimensional person.
Do you feel like that's your job though?
I don't feel like it's my job, but I feel like it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Like if I'm on stage, I'm putting myself out there. I'm thus sort of like not a beacon for anyone, or like not a representative of anyone, but I am on stage and people watch me, and so like I think what I do on stage sparks conversations.
Yeah,
at least a little bit, you know. And so I think it is my responsibility to make it interesting conversations, and make it like not just like, I don't want to like feed into someone's status quo and like their like sterility, you know. I want to like shake it up.
Yeah. I don't think you give a fuck, honestly.
I mean, also putting that weight on your shoulders is kind of like not really my responsibility.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. I don't think about it a lot, but if I did, that's what I would think.
Every time I walk into the club and see you, I'm like, I don't care.
I mean, yeah, I don't care.
Okay, so you've met countless people on your journey. I'm going to assume, you seem pretty...
Excuse me? Excuse me?
I would assume so. Who's been the most influential or inspirational person you've encountered in the LGBTQ plus community?
Ooh.
Yeah, no straights.
No straights. No allies, no straights.
Not for this one.
So there are two queens in Portland. Their names are Carla Rossi and Pepper. And I met them in the very first like beginnings of drag. And they like in Portland's like Austin, but advanced like, I don't know, 10, 20 years in a certain direction, you know, in certain very, very like...
It rains more.
It does rain more, but it's like, it's just what could happen if Austin keeps this route of like sort of like super liberal, super like about the arts, which is all good stuff. They do stuff in like museums. Like their drag is in museums.
Really?
And yeah, they do like performances in museums, commission them and stuff. And seeing that as a fucking possibility, and like Carla Rossi writes plays that like are being produced, and just seeing someone like that taking it out of like the bar scene and elevating it to the art that I think that it is, and now it's finally being respected to, was this someone I looked at and was like, wow, okay, like this is more than just bar shit. Yeah. So that's I always think about them, because like I met them at the International Drag Festival. It was just like, okay,
that's really
like,
cool.
You can like you can grow up out of this like bar scene.
You know, I'm still in the bar.
I am still in the bar, but yeah, but there are aspirations to go further. I mean, I think that bars are okay. So this is what I think. I think that bars are like tribal, like sort of community, like grounds, right? Where we like every community like meeting spot. And then like there's always been like the oracles or like the witch doctors that like they intersect, right?
Yeah.
And I think that that's the role that drag queens play in the community. Is sort of this intersects like sort of like yeah, I think we are. I think we're like reflections of the community.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. That sounds so cool. I would love to go to a drag show, like in a museum or something like that.
Yeah,
I think
totally.
One, like curated. Is that really nice one?
Yeah, it's like Congress, the Blanton
one that has like the really cute lights that like that's like.
Oh yeah. The Jones. You know, yeah. No, I think it'd be so cool, and like it is. The art of it is getting legitimized more. I'm thinking about going to I kind of want to go to grad school for drag. Yeah, and like because UT has a program. It's a performance as a public practice as a master's program, and I have my BFA already. So it's like, what if CupCake was a fucking master? How ridiculous would that be?
She gets her doctorate.
Oh, can you imagine Dr. CupCake? Like what? It'd be ridiculous. The juxtaposition of it would be stupid.
Yeah, you're like MD.
CupCake MD, bitch. Like what? Why? Like I think it'd be so cool.
Okay, let's see here. So share experience that you've had dealing with trolls, and how did you handle that negativity in the drag scene?
Ooh. So there used to be, I mean, when I started getting my own shows like Castro's and stuff, that's when we were doing Castro's a long time ago. That's when we were doing really crazy like sort of shows that were like just themed and like really bizarre. And we would have out of town people that would like be in the show maybe before.
Yeah.
And I had a girl like put my wig in the fucking sink and turn the water on. And like, yeah, you're all
like another queen.
Yes.
What?
She's not like my look. She's a messy ass queen. She's like, yeah.
That's what happens. You go before somebody.
Oh, right. Yeah.
They're taking your breastplate. They're taking your wig.
Okay. What's the question? What was the shadiest troll thing?
Yeah. Well, how do you get past it? How do you handle the negativity?
To
go out there with that wet wig. You're like,
yeah. I mean, how do I handle the negativity? Once again, it's like I do not give power to people like that. It's like I don't concern myself. Like if you are talking, listen, like RuPaul says, what you have to say is about me is none of my business. Like I don't care. Like I'm not gonna concern myself with how you like think of me because I know like I'm like your opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm a bad bitch.
Yeah, I mean it's not that I'm a bad bitch. It's just like if I worried about what everyone fucking thought about, it must be exhausting. Yeah, exhausting. Like I don't have that mental capacity.
Yeah, well, you do sleep a lot. No, I'm just kidding.
I sleep a lot. I don't know.
Rested.
I just like to live my life and like not like bog myself down with all that shit. Like it's maybe stupid and maybe a little bit like ignorant, but like I'm telling you right now, it's way nicer.
Yeah. Honestly, no, I think you definitely push yourself to the edge. Didn't you fly in from Vegas this morning?
I flew in from Vegas this morning. Yeah.
And how long did it take you to get into
like
this?
3 hours.
It's beautiful.
Then have work after this, but you got to work to have fun.
Yeah. I just want everyone to know that I did like ask to do like a getting ready with me. And this was like, no.
Getting ready with a drag queen is boring.
It depends on the drag queen, I think.
We could talk.
You've got skills to learn. You should go back to college, actually.
I do have skills to learn. I used to do that makeup show. Did you ever watch that?
No.
Okay, so I have a YouTube channel, and I used to do a show called CupCake Can't Paint. And it would be me doing my makeup, and then like I would have like the comments would be like, hey, give me like 3 suggestions of what I could do. And the next time I do a video, I'll put those like in.
Okay.
So it was like a conversation. I did like 5 episodes. It was good.
Oh, you got TikTok live.
CupCake Can't Paint.
What do you want me to do?
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I should. It's just like,
but doing it on someone else.
Right. Yeah. doing it's so weird. Like no one can do CupCake face. Like I'm the only one who knows how to do this makeup or like can do it. And me putting it on someone else, it works, but it's like not the essence of it. It's like this is me.
Don't you hate when you try to do your makeup and you're like, okay, I did my eyebrows, and you know they're not right, and you ask somebody like, hey, how my eyebrows look, and they're like, they're good.
It's fine.
You know what? You're trash. You're fucking trash. You're a shitty friend.
That's why I stopped asking people's opinions because I know that either you're gonna lie to me or just like, yeah, it's just like
failed.
Yeah. So it's like it was a test and you failed exactly. Right. Like, oh yeah, I know that like the way that I know that I'm a bad bitch or that I'm looking right is when I walk in the bar and no one talks to me. I swear to God, the first like 10 minutes, like no one talks to me. I'm like, I look like a bad bitch. People like,
okay.
I know that's a weird thing, but if no one like immediately approaches me, I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't know. Well, to be fair, sometimes like your drag is like so done up that I don't even know who you are.
Really? Cool. No,
you're like,
it takes everyone a minute to like figure me out, which I love that. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Even the bar staff's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Who are you? I mean, I think they know now because they're just always on this massive person just flies to the bar and like says the same thing every month.
Excuse me.
So yeah, so like they know that. So then, yeah, one of my outfits always.
What was it at Tuesdays? They have like some really interesting radio names. It was like little cock or little rooster to big rooster. Have you heard that?
What?
Yeah, I went there for Halloween. I was like, hey, I do media here. And they're like, oh yeah, for sure. Let me call Big Rooster. Big Rooster.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, they do have interesting names for everybody there. Yeah, Big Rooster is.
And this big guy came over.
Yeah.
He's like, do you know Matticus? He's like, oh, he's good. Or I'm like, awesome, cool. Because I could not wait around this
Big Rooster.
I had a line around the block to get in there.
Oh yeah. On Halloween night, it was insane. It was so cool, like to see that. I mean, that party's been going on for 10 years.
That's insane.
And it's still a line around the block on Tuesday. Yeah. On a Tuesday night. Yeah. Like
I've loved like what Glitter some of the new owners have done. And
oh my God, they've really taken a space that was like a little queer to like make it like a really like queer owned, queer operated, and like really serving like current like queer like inspirations. Awesome. Like John Eric and Matt are fucking amazing.
And just like a shout out to them. Like, I mean, they were the first club that like actually put in. I've worked with like other clubs, but they were the first one to like back me at all. They're like, we'd love to give you drink tickets. We'd love to see you here more.
They pay like a motherfucker. They their first thing is like, here's your money. Here's because so many clubs are like such a hard to get the money from. Fucking Barbarella Glitters, they're paying well, and they're making sure we're set up, and they're just always. It's always not that I need like fucking that much pampering, but like I need a dressing room and I need some like a water and like a mirror. All that shit is there, and I need to get paid on time, which is not that much to ask for. Apparently, it is for most places, but not the Barbarella girl. That Barbarella there set me up.
But it's crazy because it's like a dive bar experience. It's like I love what they're doing with it, but it is a dive bar.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's like that. I always think about when I go to Barbarella, it's like this 80s, like smoky, like getting lost. Yeah, it feels like a dive bar for sure. Yeah, and it's a really big one. I guess.
And if you guys haven't been here, you have to visit.
Yeah. Listen, everyone is always like when they visit, they're like, when do I get there? I'm like, on Tuesday night, and they're like, on Tuesday. I'm like, bitch, yes, on Tuesday night, you've got to go out. Yeah, that's the night where everyone goes out.
Just let them know that you know CupCake, and they'll charge you double.
Absolutely, fuck yeah. I don't know who the fuck you are.
No, but for real, like inside secret, if you want to pay half, like you need to be going in through the
Go through Swan Dive. Yeah,
Swan Dive side.
Yeah, there's 2 doors.
They come around the back because those clubs are connected.
I love that.
The secrets. I'm like, oh, you're new here? Okay,
yeah.
In the wrong line over there.
Yeah, you're gonna pay too much over there.
Okay, in the spirit of Say It, Slay It, what's the most scandalous gossip you've ever heard about a fellow drag queen?
Started. Yeah, I got you. So a very well-known drag queen in Austin, also maybe been on like some television show. She would like every day she came home from school, like in high school, she would have some free time, and so before her parents got home, she would look in the fridge and take whatever vegetables were like in there, and like she would fuck herself with them because she was like horny or whatever. And then every day for dinner, she'd have to watch her family eat those fucking.
Wait, this is real?
This is a real story. I swear to God. Shut up. And I heard that, and I was like, gagged. She had to watch her family eat her dildo fucking vegetables every night.
Hey, it's fresh.
It's fresh. It's fresh. Oh my God, stop it, fresh.
And then she went on to create HelloFresh.
Right? Oh, it's not a crunch to it. Just.
No, I mean, like,
what was the first thing you put inside of yourself?
Honestly, so I was in AP Science. That's a really good question. I was in AP Science, and I was doing it at home, and they sent me the beakers, right?
I got beaker?
Yeah, but it was plastic. So I was like, I'm gonna play with this. I was trying to like put like soap bottles maybe up there before.
Yeah.
I got like I found like the shower spot. And I was like, yeah. No, like must be Jack. No.
Yeah.
But then I got that up there with some like conditioner.
I remember.
What was your first thing?
My first thing was a large Sharpie marker. Like one of those big Sharpie, like
maybe Sharpie. A Sharpie.
Yeah, but
maybe a small one. I don't think I did a big one.
Okay, yeah, beaker. You know that putting the
no, it's like a small little test tube. Sorry, like a test tube.
An open thing like that. It's not good to put up. It creates great suction. Oh, it would be closed.
It was the back end. And it was like a
whoa.
Yeah, well, it was like
the beaker in?
No, sorry. It's a wow. Actually, let me like re-describe this. So it's a test tube, a little test tube. It's like the size of the marker.
I know exactly.
And it had a cap on it.
You turn upside down.
And it was plexiglass.
Little dildo shape. I know exactly what you're talking
Yes, and it worked out well.
Okay. That is like as a very small dildo. Yeah. That's actually smart.
Yeah.
Science.
Thank you. AP
Science. I was in AP. I did not do AP Physics. Fuck that. I did AP Biology.
Yeah.
I wanted to be when I was in college. I was either going to be a theater major or microbiology major.
Ugh.
I know.
Yeah. I was like totally spoiled and went to private school and had a teacher that was from NASA and everything. I was like, oh, this is really awesome. And then like I had one of my other classes. What's the one we have to do dissections?
Oh, anatomy and physiology.
And they're like, oh, you have to dissect this cat. And I was like, I refuse.
I did not ever.
I was like, my mother's a witch and she would not allow this.
My mother is a witch.
Well, she was. I mean, God rest her soul. But yeah, no, she was a proud Wiccan.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Actually.
Yeah, so it's definitely against that kind of thing. So they're like, you just have to do it, blah blah blah. But now they have it. You can do it on the computer, But I was like,
you can just like actually go in like 3D.
Yeah. So I didn't have to do it, but they're like, okay. So they dissected it, and then they had like the teacher like came. She's like, just hold this heart in your hand, and I'll pass you. And I was like, how fucked up is that?
What?
Against like my beliefs or my family's beliefs or whatever.
Getting off on that, like just hold the heart.
Just hold the heart.
What?
Yeah, that's all I need from you. I'm like,
that's disgusting.
I'm saying so.
Yeah. Did you hold the heart?
I did hold the heart.
Oh yeah. It's okay. I mean,
Okay.
you know what you wanted
push over.
Yeah, you wanted the great.
And now I'm a bad bitch, so like,
you know what? Sometimes it's easier just to take the fucking and just like roll with it. 'Cause, like,
yeah,
you can fight that fight, but you're not gonna change that person's mind.
you're gonna get kicked out of AP.
Yeah, no, just hold the heart. Hold the heart.
Okay, so CupCake, we love your style. Like you're a very eclectic, beautiful, gorgeous queen. Tell us about the most iconic fashion moment and the story behind it.
My most iconic fashion moment?
Yeah, baby.
Let's see. I think when we they're early in my CupCake years, but okay, CupCake. The very first outfit I ever wore as CupCake was a dress made out of cocaine baggies for a Studio 54 party. I thought that was fucking hilarious. Yeah. And then I also did. Do you remember when the whole Chick-fil-A thing was happening?
Yeah.
And so I did a brunch, and I was the Chick-fil-A cow, but I had made the sign that said "suck more dick" instead of "eat more chicken." And so I had the big sandwich board, and then I had udders underneath it. I had Khaleesi's milkshake, and I had whiskey in the udders. I was like serving to people. Yeah,
so creative.
Yeah, it was fun. It's like my theater background makes me want to like push it more than just like. I want to like have some sort of spectacle to it. I want to have some theatricality, sort of like fun.
I mean, like, do you like to make money, like, or you just like to give it all back?
Oh, right. I mean, totally, for sure. There was a long time where like I was being told I had a show with this Queen Sable. Yeah,
Sable City.
Yeah, Sable City. It was amazing. We worked together for a very long time, and we are very, very, very different. But we taught each other things, and one of the things she taught me is that sometimes you need to do a number just for like entertainment purposes,
right?
And that's totally fine. And also care about your money, because when you look like you don't care about people tipping you, it's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah,
which is true, because I used to literally just like walk up, grab the money, throw it on the ground, and like just I would want it, but that wouldn't be my main like concern.
Thank you.
Yeah, because it's like sometimes it's built in and fine, I can grab some money, but sometimes it's kind of fucking with my performance.
Yep.
Which is also kind of ridiculous now if I think about it. Like, stop jacking off to myself. Like, if people are trying to give me money, I should go take it.
I love that you love that though.
But yeah, I had to really work on connecting with audience, taking the money, and to sort of be like, hey, like, I appreciate this. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, slut.
Thank you, slut. I pay your whore.
Pay your whore.
Oh, pay me. Like my little brother the whole time. It was hot.
Oh, really?
It was hot.
Hot little brother.
Hot little brother.
A hot brother. Would you ever sleep with your brother? Do you have a brother?
Oh my God, I don't want. I would not. I would not sleep with my brother. I do have a half brother. I wouldn't even consider my half brother. He's my real brother for sure. But we're just very, very different people. Like, very different. And he's like stayed home, stayed in Temple, Texas. Like, had a family.
Sorry.
He's just like a grown up.
Yeah. Sorry, brother. You're not sexy.
You're
not sexy.
But I. God. No, my brother's not sexy, but he's cool. He's cool. My brother's cool.
I just wanted the honest truth.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. And when my brother found out about me doing drag,
he's a great personality, then I'm sure.
Great, he's a hard worker. He's a hard worker. He wanted to make sure that I wasn't tricking guys. He was like, are you
like trans baiting?
Yes, that's what my entire family thought that's what it was. Like when they first found out I did drag, they were like, are you tricking guys to like fuck you? And I was like, no, like you need to look at my drag more.
Yeah, it's way easier.
My drag is not gonna get that kind of people. No,
that's a woman.
Yeah, right. Yeah, never.
They do take your breastplates though.
They do take my breastplates. I mean, honestly, whenever I'm wearing the weirdest things, that's what people want to fuck. It's so strange. People want weird shit.
It is really weird. Yeah, it freaks me out a lot actually thinking about it. When you really slow down and think about it.
Oh, but I mean, people's like fetishes and stuff, they're very like people are so like hidden about things, and it's ridiculous. It's like it really, and like because you like bottle it down, I think it becomes like a really like big a problem or like thing in your life that when it finally gets to explode, it like really explodes. That can be kind of dangerous. Like I kind of am like my tap's always open, so I'm releasing steam all the time.
Yeah, you're pretty big, so I don't think like you'd fit in a trunk, but like
no, I would not fit in a trunk. I'm big.
Not going willingly.
No. Yeah, no one's gonna kidnap me, bitch. I got so many weapons on me you don't even know about right now. Razor blades under
those nails, bitch.
Nails, razor blades under here, fucking
nails, hair.
Yeah.
The rest of the song,
nails, hair, hips.
I don't know. He didn't pay me, so I can't sing the rest of it.
Girl, I've heard about all that. Yeah.
Supposedly that was resolved or no.
Doesn't he live here now?
Does he really?
I think he lives here, or he's here a lot. Because I hear about people going hanging out with him and doing stuff with him.
Doing stuff with him.
Sure, in every way you can think of. Yeah.
Okay. Understand. That sounds nice. Okay. Also, as we continue, In the world of drag, do you think that there's a connection between flamboyancy and sexual confidence? And if so, like, how's it impacted your own life?
Flamboyancy and like as a boy, like out of drag.
So it's more vague. So the reason is like, yeah, like I guess like out of drag too. Do you think that it affects you out of drag in your normal life?
I mean, my drag definitely affects my like out of drag life, which that's like the one.
Do you like forget?
Okay, yeah, I do.
I can just get the line of it. Like,
okay, no, that definitely is like whenever you go, it's so weird being a drag queen. When you're a drag queen for a while, and then you go out not in drag, all your power is gone. And it's literally this weird thing. It's like crazy, you become a nobody, and like it's like whoa. Luckily, I had been going out before I started doing drag a lot. So when I first started doing drag, it was like, okay, so go as a boy, go as a girl, but I don't go out as a boy that much anymore.
Right.
So when I do, yeah, people are like, who? And it's like you're not as tall as you usually are, so you feel like super short, like super. It's like, oh my god, I'm so short right now. And then like nobody is like, and then you go up and say hello to people, and they're like, who are you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, I have to remind everyone who I'm CupCake, and then that feels weird to say. So I try to honestly like kind of like separate like when I go out as a boy, I like to go out like out of town. I don't really like I have to separate the two of my lives very much, like to make myself sane.
So I know like a lot of like RuPaul girls, and I feel like they have similar things like in their hometown, you know, like they go out as a boy and like no one knows who they are. I've actually known them as well, and I'm like, you go out as a boy, nothing, and then they would come out in drag. It's like,
it's crazy. It's insane. It's insane. The amount of power that drag gives you is insane. Yeah. You can say anything, you can do anything, you can walk in anywhere you want to. Anywhere. It doesn't matter if it's one establishment, you can walk in anywhere. We've given us drag queens a lot of power.
Literally. You can finally buy alcohol. So if you guys want to get in early, let's do that.
Yeah,
buy alcohol. Dude, I never actually done any type of drag ever. People have always asked, like, I do own 3 pairs of high heels.
Okay.
And I walk really well in them.
Okay.
I've been learning since
I can see that. I can see that, yeah.
And I actually surprised my partner, and he's like, wow, like, do you actually wear those? I was like, bitch, you ready to see something?
Here we go.
But I actually hurt myself at Coachella, so I can't really use them anymore. But I wanted to do drag a lot, but I was just like afraid to shave the beard, you know?
The shaving is a big thing. I mean, there's lots of things like sort of that you have to overcome to be able to do drag and like look right. You know? You could like try, but like
I don't know if I can tuck either.
Oh gosh, tucking is so funny to me. I think everyone can tuck. It's not that hard, and you don't really have to tuck that much. Like
I can get it inside of me. Like,
what do you mean inside of
all the way, or I'm gonna fuck myself?
No, that's
not a tuck.
Oh no,
that's not how you hold it in. Oh, you got to use duct tape. That's
no. You could just pop it in your dick, pop it in your asshole. That'd be amazing, actually. I think the thing is whenever you're tucking like that, like the shaft of your dick is like so like flat and moldable. It doesn't really matter how long or big it is because you're just going to be pulling it back. Yeah. What the real issue it comes with is putting your balls inside yourself. Because your balls just there's like it's super easy to do. Like everyone's like, oh, my balls can't go inside. They can. It goes like right up inside, and so then you tape the balls back, and so to make sure, because if they drop, then your shaft is like fucking nothing, dude. You can just like tape that.
Doesn't it hurt?
It hurts if you have hair. The pubic hair, like that's the only part that hurts.
Because the tape,
the tape, the tape hurts with like pulling on the hair. But other than that, no, it doesn't hurt at all.
Does it affect you like later on, like for ejaculation or like?
I don't think. I mean, you do have to make sure you get the sticky tape residue off of your dick, which is like if you forget to do that, then you're like going to hook up, and you're like, oh my god, I have sticky tape, like like moldy dick. It's gross.
But you never felt like you've like lost any part of your sex drive because of it.
No, but I think I've lost sexual partners because of it. Absolutely.
Well.
Yeah. I mean, people find out
razor burn, baby.
Well, no, it's like people find out you do drag, and like their perception of you changes.
Yeah,
and so that's like maybe the sexual situation I was going into now like is not the same because they know I do drag, which is weird. It's frustrating, but like whatever.
I mean, it's hard. Like, do you remember Club Hush?
Oh my god, yes.
Okay, so Club Hush, the MC, I was here in Austin visiting, and I met the MC as a boy. Right, so I'm like hanging out with him, and then like let's go on some dates or something, right? So I'm hanging out with him, like spend a couple nights with him, and on Thursday he's like getting it ready or something. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm getting into drag. I'm like, wait, you're a drag queen? I had no idea. That totally threw me off.
Does that bother you that he was a drag queen?
At the point, yes, but I was so new. So new, like I obviously was like living in Killeen, like from the military side, and like I thought like initially when you come out gay, like you got to be a drag queen, you know, like everyone's gonna be like everybody wants to be that.
Right.
That's what I knew, but it's very different now. I think like I actually like after that I actually like really liked drag queens. I thought like they're really pushing the way. I really respect like trans people as well.
Yeah,
like what they're going through and battling.
I think that it's interesting to me that the like if I were to like date a plumber, like every day, like when he comes home, like I don't expect him to be like, he's not always a plumber to me. And so like, I don't know why drag sort of it becomes this thing that encompasses your whole life. It does, which is it's like, it sucks and that's part of it. But like, I really wish that like there's a lot of reasons people do drag. There's, there are people who want to be performers. There are people who want to be pretty girls. There are people who are like, want to express their gender identity. There are people that just want to be on stage, And so I think the fact that I want to do drag because I want to perform, and this is just like theater to me.
Right.
And so I take all this off. I'm not like, I express my femininity like at a high level a lot. So when I'm not like this, I'm not like, I'm a dude. Like very much, I'm like,
yeah, you are.
Yeah, and like I have to be because that's like the swing of the pendulum. Like I go this far feminine, I'm gonna go this far the other way. Just like because the pendulum has to like.
But how do you remember?
Oh God, I mean, how do you remember? I mean,
you walk past the mirror like I'm still boy.
It's two different brains. Really. When I go into cupcake mode, like I'll meet somebody, and if I'm in like my boy mode, Brady, like I have to like re-meet them because it's like I shift in my brain. Like Cupcake, it's so weird. Cupcake, I've created this character. Yeah. That like literally now like is my therapy. Like I like when I'm out of drag, I'll hear like Cupcake's voice, and like I know more like charismatic now. I stand up for myself more because of like this energy that I created through Cupcake. It's this character I created is now like helping me. Like it's so strange.
It's a little schizophrenic.
A little bit. It totally is schizophrenic. It's like a healthy schizophrenic. It's weird.
So yeah, we got a good schizophrenia. Going on here. Okay, so Say It's Late goes there. Tell us about a steamy behind the scenes encounter that you've never shared with fans before.
Oh my God. Like sexually?
It's steamy, right?
Steamy, yeah.
I mean, I guess it could be like post dance because you said you're sweaty. But like, I own it. Yeah, but probably sexually.
Let's see.
Something entertaining.
Yeah. Oh God. So there's.
I do missionary.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? I only do missionary. Missionary's fun though. It is.
Yeah, if you want to look at them, if you want to look at your ugly brother.
If you want to.
I was kidding. I got
bitch. I love that. If I want to look at my ugly brother, absolutely. Oh. Clogged. Let's see. Steamy. One time I fucked this guy. Okay, so I don't fucking drag a lot, but sometimes when they're really hot, you're gonna do it, right?
Yeah.
And so this guy was like, "Hey," I was really drunk. He was really drunk. He was like, "Let's do this." And he was like, "I live on a houseboat," and I was like, "A houseboat?" And he was like, "Yeah, let's go to my houseboat." And I was like, "Let's go to your houseboat." We go to his houseboat. And all I remember is like thinking I was gonna die. Like, I mean, because you're getting on someone's houseboat and the dock of the marina, like it's dark. You're in drag. Like I'm like, well,
smells gross.
This is the end. Yeah. But at least I'm gonna go down with a hot guy. So I'm there, and then hopefully, right? Well, thing too is like when you're in drag and people want to fuck, generally they want you to be the top. Like you're the fucker. So I remember I'm on the Adirondack chairs on his deck of his fucking hot tub of his like houseboat. And I'm like fucking him in full drag, and like my hair is everywhere, melting, dude. Trying to keep my wig on, like that's the worst. Like fucking drag, trying to hold your wig on is like the worst. And you kiss someone, and like oh my God, you look at yourself in the mirror, and the lips are everywhere. I mean, you look like a monster.
You look like a Crayola,
literally like a Crayola, like a kid, like that. And then the guy comes, and then it's like. The look in his eye changes, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get out of here now.
Yeah.
So I left my fucking Versace necklace that I had. I know I never got back, and ran from the boat dock. Like had to run with my shoes like away from this dude who was probably actually going to kill me after I fucked.
They have that murder face, right? They're like regretted. Like literally the only one that knows. Yeah. Like I know you. I get that.
Totally, dude. It's like so weird.
Yeah. I don't mess with DL guys.
Yeah. Cause it's like you see a change after they come. They're like, oh yeah, not cool.
I mean, I'll be open. I used to be like that after I would like come with the guy. I'm like.
Yeah, like for sure.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of like I remember when I was jacking off as a kid, I would come and be like, ugh.
What was I thinking?
This is gross. Yeah.
What am I gonna do with this Sharpie?
Baby, I'm gonna put it back in the fucking bowl and pick it up and write with it later. Yeah.
So we know you broke some bones for your art.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Have you ever had a romantic injury or escapade that left you breathless in a different way?
Oh, so yeah. I mean, this is the thing. I am a very independent person. I think that like love is sort of like dangerous a little bit and like maybe not the best thing for most people. Like codependency is a weakness to me. I see it as a weakness, but that doesn't mean that like sometimes like lately I've been noticing that like, man, I kind
of what podcast am I logged into? Like
I know
the codependency, a weakness. You'll keep going.
Yeah. No, it's honestly no. Codependency is a weakness. You got to be like cool with yourself. Like, you be able to make yourself come. Like stick 2 fingers inside yourself, make yourself fucking blow a load, and get on with your day. You don't need nobody else. You don't need like not. That's important to me. Like I don't need anybody else. Yes, it's nice to have a partner and like challenge each other, but I don't need nobody.
Yeah.
I got myself. So, but lately I've been like wanting to explore the idea of a relationship, and yeah, it's like I'm trying to figure out how to like let myself feel emotions without like letting myself get too emotional. It's hard. I don't really know what they like. Like
back up just a little bit. There you go. She's in her feelings.
I am in my feelings. Yeah, a little bit.
She's in the red.
I was in the red. Yeah. No, that's the thing is like I just really have a hard time being either too emotional or completely emotionally detached. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think it's just because I want to keep myself safe.
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense, I guess. But so tell us, how did you break yourself performing?
Oh my God. Okay, so this show is cursed, like literally. So me and my friend Mascara Rivers, we wanted to do a Britney blackout party. It was like Britney's blackout album from front to back.
Okay.
And we tried to do it 1 year. The clitoris was we were going to do it at Barbarella, and then I think the pandemic happened. We're like, okay. So then the next year, we're going to do it, and I know. The pandemic.
Signs are saying don't do it.
Signs are saying don't do it. I think actually a year before that, there was 3 years in a row, it didn't happen. Basically, 3 years in a row, it didn't happen. Then we were like, finally, oh my God, we're going to do it. We did. So we get everything together. I'm like deciding my performance. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do fucking, oh my God, I'm going to fall off the edge of my mind, whatever, heaven on earth. And I'm going to have the scaffolding. Like, and I want to like fall off. I'm going to lean off of it, right?
Yeah.
Got the scaffolding, came just one dive before the show, set it all up, tested it, did a whole rehearsal with it. Everything was fine. Little did I know that when we did the rehearsal test run, my friends were holding on to like, they were just standing there.
Oh, no.
They were just standing there like kind of shooting the shit, but they were leaning on the fucking scaffolding. They were bracing it.
Yeah.
So during my performance, I'm like, oh man, and it is the video that erupted from it. Is just so the lyrics are like fall off the edge of my mind, and I'm like leaning back, and it's so pretty. You can see it like wobbling, and like it's so great. And then I fall in this guttural scream and comes. It's not me screaming. Someone from the crowd who screams.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I busted like I still have like a scar. Like if it would have been like my eye would have been gone. Like all I remember is falling. I remember every moment of it hitting my face, and it was the quietest I've ever heard like a bar before. I could hear my blood dripping on the ground.
Oh.
And I stood up and I was like, I'm okay. I'm okay. No one likes blood in a gay bar. And just like limped off stage, and like luckily a doctor was at the show, and like we came backstage, and I had to get whisked away. It was very dramatic.
Yeah.
Very dramatic. But you know what? I picked myself up, and it has like millions of views online.
Planned. Marketing event.
Bam.
When was
viral.
CupCake found? Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, just followed it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the thing. I'm a high risk, high reward type of person.
Yeah.
And sometimes high risk means high risk.
Or high scaffolding. But we literally talked about this. We're like, there's like no way she's going to get back into it after this. And then I see you at Rain, nonetheless, jumping on the bar, grabbing onto the lights. I was like, those lights are not built to hold your weight. Like flipping them in at you. I'm like, okay, girl, get it.
Yeah, I guess after that fall, I was sort of like, you know what? Like, I don't want to put the bar, I didn't want to put the bar at like at risk and stuff, because it does like the audience, like I don't want, that's not cool. And so I don't want to risk myself as much as I did, but like, yeah, if I feel like sturdy enough, I'm going to get on top of some chandeliers and swing on them, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be a double feature episode, so it's long.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
you're doing really good. It's so fun, though.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
That's the whole point about podcasts, right? It's like the long form.
It's just being you.
It's just being me. Like,
but don't be you if it's not cute, okay?
Yeah, if you're not cute, just don't come.
Yeah, or do come, but come after I come, okay?
Right, just don't talk, yeah.
Yeah, or don't talk. Have you ever, honestly, okay, we're going to sidebar for a second, because like when I moved to Austin, I was going through my divorce, And I was like working for Samsung and stuff, and I was like, I need to find some friends. So I was like, first of all, first mistake I made is I moved to the domain. So I was like, to the residents of the domain. I was like, this is gonna be so cool, live in the mall.
Right, living in the mall. That's why I always think that people live there. I'm like, y'all live in the mall.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
So then I downloaded Grindr. I was like, I'm gonna make some friends, right? And I'm like, dude, it was like everybody's like married to somebody or something. It was like chest central. But finally, I found some guy that, like, looked somewhat normal and muscular or whatever. That was like fit. 'Cause I really like fit guys.
Yeah.
And so I invited him to my place. But I don't know if you know, but like it's a maze to get to where you need to be. So
I don't know how you describe to like get to that place. Find the door.
You could do the walk by. That's always the best, right? But this guy he knew his way. So I was like, he must have been here before.
Oh, right.
You know?
He knows the way. Yeah.
So literally, he makes it all the way to my door. Literally, like past call box, everything, front door, open the door, and he's like, "Hey, boy," how like I was like, close the door in his face. I mean, I'm all about the mouth. Like, I don't look at your eyes. I don't look at anything. I look at your mouth, your teeth, like the way you talk. So I read lips.
Yeah.
You know, got a little hair impediment, but so that's why I was like, oh my God, this is not what I've designed for you in my head.
Right. No, it's so like, and that sucks and happens so much. But like the person you designed in the head is like not who shows up at the door. And it's your fault and it's their fault because they obviously presented a false like narrative to you. You know.
But you were saying when you came over here, like I have a partner, so I'm not on Grindr now, but Grindr has that feature of the voice
memos,
and that is game changing.
It really does help.
Game changing.
I mean, I know like when I send a voice memo, it's like it's like my clutch. It's like because I know that people are gonna like my voice. If I hear someone's voice and they are just like I'm like yep, yeah. It's like no, dude, and it's not even it's a lot of things that can turn me off about someone's voice, you know, and also as stupid as this is, their intelligence level sort of comes off too, you know, a little bit.
And the voice.
In the voice, yeah. Like how, like, are they like an active, like a thoughtful person? Or are they just like, hey, what's up?
Hey.
And like breathing heavy and you're like, okay, you're just weird. Yeah.
I like that though. I like a little breath.
I mean, breathe heavy for sure, but like breathe heavy and be like, I'm jacking off right now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No, maybe not that, but yeah.
I mean, that's cute too. Sure. I'm a really bad like sexual texter, you know, so.
Oh, you know, I don't sext, honestly. Sexting to me, I'm like, look, if we're like in the same town, why are we sexting? Like,
what are you doing? Come over, bitch.
Come over.
Like,
come over. Yeah, you could come over.
Talk me through this. Like, you want to Skype me? Like, we're doing that again? Like,
no, I do not like that at all.
I can't. Like, what are you thinking about? I'm thinking about you shutting the fuck up.
Exactly. I'm thinking about not fucking responding.
I can't come because you keep texting me. Like, I'm trying to watch video.
How are you typing and coming? Yes. Yeah.
Share your thoughts on the unconventional fetishes and kinks within the LGBTQ plus world that interest you.
That interests me. So I think now we live in a world where there's lots of open fetishes and sort of like things that are very. So I'm not going to yuck anyone's yum. You can't. Yeah. So there's lots of things that I don't understand, but I ask people to like accept me that they don't understand all the time. So I have to do the same. I have to give the same sort of like respect. So, but fetishes that I'm into right now, let's see. I mean, I've always loved like the like, I don't know, like.
I just love the way you said that. Fetishes of the 2023 CupCake is okay.
Right. What do I love this season? This season, I'm loving. I mean, I love like some like coach player, like, and which is very generic for sure. But like, I love the power play of like an older and like a younger situation is hot. But like, I mean, like, I need it to be like in like a gym setting.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what I love. I love that moment. Showers are hot. Just shower sex is hot to me.
Okay. What role are you?
In the shower or in the coach player? I'm probably gonna be the player. Although I could be coach sometimes.
Wide receiver, like what?
Wide receiver. It's I'm like a blouse, so it's a feminine top.
I thought you said you were a top.
I'm a totally top. Yeah. I mean, I'm not even like a feminine top. I mean, if I fuck you like this, I am. But like in general, I sort of like to like not necessarily be the I'm the aggressor a little bit, sure.
Even if you get, I feel like if you get fucked by like CupCake, you're still getting a dom talk. Like, no, I didn't.
Yeah. It's just by CupCake. I mean, I just there are people that during sex will like we'll start talking about CupCake or something. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, she's not here right now.
She's not here right now. Yeah, to fuck her costs money.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, so yeah, you have that kink in the shower. Anything else that's like off the wall, like
off the wall kink?
Or you're just like a normal person.
It's crazy. I explore a lot of. I kind of like vanilla sex.
Yeah,
I really do. Like,
I just want to be loved.
No, not even love. No. Honestly, a connection, yes, but I can disconnect just as fast.
Yeah.
Like, to me, like, I think that's what's like beautiful about sort of like gay relationships is that like we don't have these things that we're gonna like a child to attach us forever. So unless we can like connect, cool, and then later. And like it's a gay handshake. Like I know I'll fuck you before I even know your name, you know?
Yeah.
And then like as we're leaving, like, hey, by the way, my name is this person, you know, that happens all the time.
If you want to remember it.
Yeah. And so it's like I think that that's funny and like something to embrace rather than like shy away from. So I'm all about like the connection and then the disconnect.
How do you find out someone's name if you don't know it?
Introduce them to someone else.
What about like if it's in like a sexual situation, like they're at your place?
If they told it to me and I just forgot.
Yeah, you're like, what, like your number?
I go to their bathroom and look in their pill cabinet.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Dude, I've done that many times. Or like look on their fridge for like bills or something.
I've
like
never heard of that before.
Yeah. You look for their prescriptions or their bills.
You're a real lady.
Yeah, I'm just a real super sleuth. A real asshole because I don't remember people's names.
You don't remember people's names. All right. What's your naughtiest drag performance to date?
Oh, okay. I mean, the eggs probably. I would say the eggs.
Oh, I can never forget that.
Yeah. So for every Easter, I'm booked and blessed, baby, because I wanted to be okay.
You need to be repenting.
The way this number came about was I wanted to be the Easter bunny and I wanted to lay eggs. I didn't know how else to do it besides. And then there's like the whole the trope of like the people like shooting ping pong balls out of their pussy and stuff like that. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take that idea
and I'm step up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a Easter bunny. I'm gonna lay eggs, and so I put 3 Easter eggs up my ass, and that are plastic filled. They're plastic filled with corn kernels, and shit them out on stage.
How that not hurt? Like
it does, dude. When egg number 3 goes inside of me, play my song. Press play. Because it is time to go.
Oh, you put them in on stage and on
No,
stage?
I put them in like 2 eggs and then like right before I put egg number 3, it better get turned on because it's coming out. It's coming out.
Yeah. How's that fissure doing now?
Oh my God. It was bad for a while.
I bet.
Yeah, but now I get it. Fine.
The things we do for holidays.
You know what?
Special occasion.
I'm always booked. I'm always booked.
You know, this is why you're a top because you've been banned a lot.
I know because listen, that's the thing. If I do bottom, it's like I do not like. I want a boyfriend dick. I want like 5-6 inches, 4 inches are fine too. I don't want to have to remodel my house every time we come over.
All right, now you mentioned the inches. We happen to have a tape measure here. We happen to have a tape. So can you show me what 6 inches looks like from the backside here? Let me know when you think you got it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's 4.5.
Okay,
that's 4.5 for you guys that can't see. So like, yeah, that's you guys
6 inches to me.
Yeah, that's like 6.
Listen,
come on,
6 inches.
That's right there.
Yeah, I think that even that is too wrecking to me.
Wrecking ball, girl. Yeah, nothing.
Like I don't want. Yeah, it's just like I will rearrange your guts, but I do not want my guts to be rearranged.
Yeah. How big are you?
I'm like 7.5, 8.
7.5, 8.
7.5, 8. Like
that's funny. It's funny that you say 7.5, 8 because we know that you know exactly.
I have not measured my dick in so long. Let's see. Let me look. I can like imagine. Hold on. I'll imagine.
See a visual. Yeah.
Think about this.
Just like look down.
Yeah.
That's how everyone does it. They're like the handhold. Like
yeah.
It is what it is.
See, I think it's like 7.5.
Yeah.
7.5. Yeah.
Well, you got some good opportunities here for people that have slept with CupCake.
Let for the 3 people out there that have not slept with me in the world.
Let us know if it's valid. I'm curious.
Oh, listen, I have good dick.
So CupCake. For those listeners exploring their sexuality, what advice would you offer on embracing their desires and fantasies unapologetically?
Oh, I think that you've got to realize that like everyone has fetishes, everyone has sexual things, and whenever you like hide them, you like are going to make them darker and like they're going to come out in like not a healthy way,
Yeah.
So I think that like feel secure in the fact that like there is always someone else who's like into the same thing as you, and like you will find them, and like you're not alone in your fetish. Like just explore and keep yourself safe. Like you've got to like keep yourself safe, but be cool with like exploring things because you never know like what's around the other corner. Yeah, like you got to try stuff.
Like that sounds like don't settle.
Don't settle, and also don't be like, well, I guess this will never happen. It's like, no, just like it could. Just like put yourself in opportunities in positions where like you don't know what's going to happen because that's exciting.
Never get married. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I was kidding. I mean, I'm divorced, so I can't really say that. I'll never get married again. No, I'm kidding. I actually want to get married again.
Getting married, I'm sure it's like cool and like
it's
viable for a lot of people. I don't know if it's like the best thing. Like forever.
Yeah. Forever.
Forever is a lot.
Yeah, well, you're scared,
I'm not scared.
It's hard to commit in Austin, isn't it?
It's hard to commit anywhere because this is the thing. I don't know. I know a lot of people. I don't know. I'm trying to, maybe I know one, but I don't know any happy relationships.
I'm happy.
Mm,
What do you mean? I'm actually in a really happy relationship. So
okay.
like, don't cover me. But there's not many. There's not many.
It's hard to find a happy relationship.
I'll give it
so
to you.
it's like, do I want to be like all these other miserable people? Like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
So like, it's like, why? Thus, I'm not seeking it out. I'm not going to force it to happen, because when you force it and seek it out, obviously it does not go well.
But let's slow down a little bit, because like in a happy relationship, a lot of things that your friends are going to hear might be the negativity. You're not going to hear a lot of the positive parts of it. And also, like, to have a healthy relationship, you have to have a little bit of like banter.
The strife. Yeah.
Because otherwise you'll drive away from each other. Like, why do you still love each other?
That's very true. And maybe you're right. Maybe I only hear about the bad stuff, and I've never really thought about that. So I think that I just hear a lot about people and see a lot of people who jump into relationships because of their own weaknesses.
Sure. Yeah. The codependency we're talking about.
Codependency. Like a lot of people are our age, our generation. They don't want to.
We're not the same age. Don't do that to me.
Listen, in our couple of generations, I feel like there's just this really, really big fear of being alone.
Yeah.
Like, I love my alone time. Like when I'm alone, I'm very happy. But a lot of people cannot be alone, and so they latch onto a relationship, latch onto a person, which thus like brings them both down. You know? Yeah.
Okay.
It's not cute.
Well, what's that old lady that's on TV? Or she
Dog sex with Sue Johansson?
Yes, that's who I want to be.
I really I've thought about doing a podcast sort of in that vein of that, of like sort of frank sexual talk, like in her, because she would talk about anything.
She's so funny. She's like with a dildo. She's like, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. This is how you get in it. And I love that.
I love that, because it was like, the reason why I think she was so great is because she makes it like, if the grandma can do it, like it's cool for me to do it, you know? Like, and that's sort of what I love about my drag. I do drag because like I want to be the craziest person in the room, so you're not afraid to be who you are, you know? Because that way you're not, you know, like, don't worry about you because look at this crazy bitch over there, you know?
Of course, we're gonna say that's the reason.
That's the reason.
That's the reason.
Not for the dick and the money.
I do drag for you. Yeah, that's
right. Because I'm a martyr. I'm a martyr. Yeah. When I fall,
towards you.
Yeah, I'm like Jesus. When I fall and die, I rise above.
I love it. Sue is our premium sponsor. We're going to show you some of their blankets that they're offering. So I have one behind us that's been here this whole time.
Yeah,
check this out.
Actually, it is really soft. Actually,
made with some baby alpaca.
Listen, baby alpacas that do not die, that get shamed for healthy reasons.
Yeah, and it is beautiful, right? Isn't it stunning?
It really is soft. Yeah.
So soft, like. And I'm really happy to have it.
I love the pattern. Yeah,
so this is a really cute one, and we got a couple, different ones. But let's see.
A couple prints. Yes. Kisu.
This one's like, I think this is like they're huge. I think your website you wouldn't even know. Isn't this so pretty?
It is pretty. Oh, it's very like.
It's more wool, right? It's
warm,
very warm, and it actually matches your outfit really well.
Oh, yeah.
Could you wear this on stage?
I would. I'd be afraid because it's a flame retardant.
I think you'd probably catch on fire.
Right.
That's where you know. Let's see. This is supposed to be their most premium one.
The best little baby alpaca.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you open it.
Oh, yes. See,
it's really, really pretty here. Okay, it comes with another bag. I love opening things in more packages. A box after a box after a box. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this feels really soft. Actually, this feels like this is not like one of those itchy blankets. It's soft.
Yeah.
I like the color, that royal.
Oh wow,
it's super soft.
It's my first time touching it because I wanted to let you open it.
Thank you.
Yeah, isn't it really pretty? So how much do you think this blanket cost? It's luxury.
It's luxury, so maybe like $250.
Oh my god, you're such a good guesser. It's actually the low price of $200.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I can totally
this one's only $200, and this is their premium one.
Oh, yeah.
And it's available on their store and Amazon. And then their other ones here, I think they range between like $100 to $200.
Are they machine washable?
You got questions for me that I don't know the answer to, but we'll let people know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I'm sure there's got to be a way to wash it.
I'm sure that Kisu can tell you if you go online. Yeah,
Kisu will let you know online, probably on their after their questions. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Have it in English, French, and
that's not French, but yeah. Anyways. Beautiful throws. Thank you so much to our premium sponsor, Kisu. We appreciate you. And now we head to our closing remarks. What a
wonder
whirlwind of wonder and wildness it's been. Our time with CupCake has been nothing short of a spectacular extravaganza. Thank you to our fierce and fearless queen for sharing your trials, trumpets, and tantalizing tales with us. You reminded us that to be fabulous is to be fearless and to face our fears in the ultimate slay.
I love it that you got that from that, because that is true. Yeah, that is true.
Baby, that's right.
Absolutely. I love that.
And our dearest listeners, thank you for to our dearest listeners.
To
our dearest listeners, thank you for joining us on this roller coaster ride of revelations, from high heels to high drama, from slips to deduction. We've covered it all. Remember, in the world, say it, slay it. No topic is too taboo. No secret is too saucy. So keep your crowns polished, your heels high, and your spirits unbreakable. Until next time, keep slaying, stay scandalous, and always be unapologetically you. I can't say that word.
Unapologetically you.
Unapologetically you. I'm a Baptist preacher girl, and this has been your host, Matticus, signing off. Spread the love, spread the laughter, and as always, slay your day.
And as always, spread those legs.
And any closing remarks from you, CupCake?
Yay. No, I had a great time. Thank you so much. Make so much for Matticus. Yay.
Thank you.
And yeah, this is a great thing, and keep supporting Austin local artists.
Absolutely. And if you want to see CupCake on performance, you can see her at Tuesdays. Where else?
Tuesdays at 11 o'clock every Tuesday, and also Thursdays at 10 o'clock at Oregon Hearings for my show Cream that I host.
And Cream, are you not at Elysium anymore?
I'm Elysium once a month with Poo Poo Platter. We do a show called Poo Poo Platter. It's a drag troupe.
The worst name ever.
The worst name ever, but the best. It's a shit show of drag once a month at Elysium. Come check it out.
It's such a weird drag show.
Yeah. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
If you want to see bizarre, come check it out.
Yeah, if you want to see it, go check it out. But thank you so much, CupCake, for coming to see us, and I hope you have a great night. I work tonight.
I know. Go to work right now. Gonna go clock in, baby. Make my money. Bye.